with Spirit of Health. Coming to you live for our herb time. So everybody knows I like herbs. We like herbs because they're powerful. They have amazing effects on our bodies. They're loaded with tons of stuff. I'm going to come and talk to you about a couple of my new blends that I've created. I'm always coming up with new concoctions and blends, and these happen to have really taken off because they taste good and they have a lot of awesome stuff, and people are feeling the effects of taking herbs on a regular basis, which I'm a big fan of. I've been taking herbs pretty regularly for about 7 years, and it was amazing the effect I had when I started using them consistently. And I just started with like 2 or 3 herbs at that time and was using them when I was working out, and just couldn't believe how much more energy and focus. And so anyway, I've now mastered kind of some blends, and so I'm going to talk to you about those. This first one I've called my Strength of Samson blend. So kind of a cool name to encompass that this is a muscle building formula, a strength building formula, vitality formula. There's a lot of protein powders out on the market, and a lot of them are just garbage, and you're wasting your money for the most part. So what athletes need to know about building strong muscles is, I mean, yes, it's mainly the diet and a good quality foundation, but everybody hears protein, 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 and it's actually causing a lot of harm for people that are doing these protein diets with a lot of meat and a lot of not quality protein, like whey protein, different things. So what this is a plant-based protein formula. I actually partnered with a company called US Enzymes. They make a protein powder called Proteinzyme, which we sell here. It's plant-based and it's very easily digestible. What it comes down to is protein is made of amino acids, and it's actually these amino acids that we need to repair muscle tissue. So when you eat like a steak or some meat, you're getting basically a fully formed muscle tissue that your body then has to break down. And this is dead muscle tissue, of course, that your body has to break down and figure out what is usable with the amino acids, and then use that. So it's very hard on digestion, a lot of acidic waste, a lot of toxic waste byproduct that your kidneys end up taking the brunt of, and very little usable amino acids at the end of it. So you have to do a lot of it, and it's just really harmful on the body. So when you do plant-based proteins, if you do it the right way, it's a lot easier digestible, higher absorption of amino acids. But what US Enzymes did, and what I like them, they're an enzyme company. Enzymes are in all of your raw foods. Enzymes help break down things and make them more usable for the body. So they put together a special enzyme blend, a natural plant-based enzyme blend, to help break down this already pretty absorbable protein powder into, I think it's like 95-98% absorbable. So a lot higher quality. It's very easy on digestion. We have tons of people use it that have a hard time digesting, and a lot of people have had issues with these other protein powders in the past because your body has a hard time digesting and using it. So anyway, they made a good protein powder, and so I basically took that and I added some special herbs to it to increase the awesomeness of the formula. So I added things like alfalfa juice powder. Alfalfa is amazing, and I could talk a long time just about alfalfa and some of these ingredients. I'm going to try to go quick so I don't take a ton of time here. But alfalfa, a lot of people know they feed it to the most powerful racehorses because it helps build strong strength and muscles and vitality. It's loaded with nutrients, but it has a lot of basically very highly absorbable amino acids. I believe it's roughly about 20% protein by weight, which is more than even beef is by weight. Beef is roughly 16% protein, eggs is roughly 13%, so alfalfa is very high. So I also put bee pollen and royal jelly, which are both some of the most nutritionally dense foods on the planet in a single source. They're quite amazing, but they do have a lot of free-flowing amino acids as well. I mean, gosh, bee pollen can be up to 40% protein, these amino acids, and a lot of them in their free-flowing form where your body doesn't even have to digest them, it can just use them. But it's also got tons of different nutrients in it. Royal jelly is pretty high in amino acids as well, not as high as bee pollen, but it has other awesome things like B vitamins. There's compounds in bee pollen and royal jelly that science can't even fully identify yet because the bees make the royal jelly and feed it to the queen bee, but very energizing, helps to build a strong body. I use other things like spirulina, which is 50 to 75% protein by weight. It's an algae, also one of the most nutritionally dense things on the planet. So these are awesome things that have this, again, absorbable amino acids for building muscle tissue. And then I also add some herbs like ginseng, maca, some other superfood berries, Irish moss for the mineral content. So these are awesome superfoods to keep hormone levels intact, to just give you other nutrients and minerals to build a strength, a strong foundation and strength in athletes or for anybody. And it tastes amazing actually too. Everybody's wondering, gosh, all these herbs and different things in here, how does it taste? It actually tastes really good because US Enzymes did a great job of flavoring their protein with natural flavors and some berries, and I added some more berries. The superfood berries like saw palmetto, goji berry, which is an amazing superfood, acerola, chasteberry. So anyway, this is an amazing blend that you can take several times a day. You can take pre-workout, post-workout, digest very easy. It's going to give you the type of amino acids you need to build strong, healthy muscles the right way. So I highly recommend it. A lot of people are already finding the benefits of that and giving us great feedback, and again, helping to get the right things to fuel your workouts and to build quality muscle tissue. It's quality, not quantity. So that would be my recommendation. And then I have these superfood blends that I'll touch on, because we've had a superfood blend for a while now, which was great. I had tons of awesome stuff in it, and then I got in some new things I wanted to add. And you start to get to where there's so many things in one formula, you're hardly getting any of each. So I decided to split it into two different ones. I added some new things like the royal jelly powder, goji berry powder, mangosteen powder. So these are all awesome super fruits. And I basically split it into two formulas. So the one superfood blend is kind of a more traditional superfood. It's just got all the main superfoods, herbs, the bee pollen, the royal jelly, some of the super fruits. So this is an amazing all-around blend. The difference between that one and my other one, this is a superfood with adaptogens. So if you're not already familiar, you can check out my Adaptogen Power Blend. I formulated that as all of the best herbs in this class called adaptogenic herbs. So these are herbs that help the body adapt during stress, physical, mental, emotional. The Russians kind of started playing around with this back in the 60s or 70s with their Olympic athletes on how can they get these guys, under training super hard, how to recover quicker and keep the body strong, keep the immune system strong, keep hormone levels intact while you're putting this stress on the body so that they can keep going. And so I've got all of the best adaptogenic herbs in that formula. So it's amazing. Just people with that one, I hear people say it's changed their life because they have more energy, more vitality, clearer thinking, sleeping better, stress levels are down. I mean, it's just an amazing herb. You're getting more oxygenation, increasing immune system function. So I have added basically a third of this blend is the Adaptogen Power Blend, and the others are some of the superfoods. So if you're not already taking the adaptogen blend, this already has it in it. People always ask me which one would be better to take. They're both good. It's actually good to maybe even switch on and off. But for those that already have the adaptogen blend and want to continue using that as it is, you can just buy the regular superfood blend and add it to it. But great blends to just get all the top nutrient-dense things. We know that in today's world, even eating a lot of fruits and veggies, not everything is grown the way it used to and can be lacking in nutrients. So these superfoods have been grown properly. They have the highest amount of nutrients of things out there, highest mineral content, antioxidant properties, all this type of stuff. So this is a great addition instead of like a multivitamin, multi-mineral. I would rather have the whole food base just the way God created it, with everything He created intact and all in one formula. So anyway, just wanted to tell you guys about these new awesome blends. Definitely check them out, and wanted to also let you know that this next month, the whole month of July it is already, we're going to be offering all of the bulk herbs 20% off. So it's a great time to try them. Look for the code to come out. We're going to be emailing that out shortly in the next week or so. And yeah, 20% all month, online or in store. So check us out at spiritofhealthkc.com. And we love you guys as always, and always trying to bring to you the highest quality, best blends, best herbs to complement our regimen and give you the best health and vitality. All right, thanks guys. Take care.